Hi, food friends. It's Kevin and
Marianne.
Ralph's got the night off from working the camera. And tonight, it's all about latkes. So we've been doing a lot of things lately for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and we can't forget that we're in Hanukkah season 2. And my dear friend Noah shared with me his Nana's recipe for latkes. So that's what we're going to make. So what is a latke? Latke is basically a potato pancake. And here's the ingredients. We've got some Idaho potatoes. Got this, Mara? These are russets. They're on the large size, so you want like 4 to 6 of these. A small onion, a couple tablespoons of a pancake mix, some baking powder, salt and pepper, and eggs. So we're going to start first with our potatoes. Now, I'm going to grate these. I'm doing it old school by hand. Now you would, if you wanted to, you could run this through the food processor, but when Noah gave me the recipe, he had a great quote, and I'm sorry I can't remember who it's from, who basically said, "They ain't latkes if they ain't got a little knuckle skin." So I'm going to try to avoid that, but you can see that it goes pretty quickly. And when you grate potatoes too, you are reminded that there's a lot of moisture in these potatoes. I'm going to try to get some of it out. So there we go. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3, and then we'll come back. I'm going to squeeze these out a little bit, get some of the moisture, and then we'll put in our other stuff, okay? So it's lots of latkes today on Cavalcade of Food. So here's what we've got. We've got 5 potatoes shredded, and I'm just going to give these a squeeze. Get some of that moisture out of there. When working with potatoes too, they will start to oxidize fairly quickly from the air, but because these are going to be fried in oil, I like to have as little moisture in there as possible. So I'm going to finish squeezing this out, and we're going to come back, throw our onion and other ingredients in, okay? Okay, we're making our latkes. I've got a small onion here, and we are just going to grate this onion just like we did the potatoes. This gives us a nice fine kind of slice, but you can't have latkes without onion. Okay, I'm going to just take out the bigger pieces, get the inside out of my box grater here, and put our onion in. Okay. So we've got the onion. Now, other things that go in, got a couple of eggs. I'm going to give these a quick little beat. We're going to put our eggs in there. Then I've got 2 tablespoons of pancake mix. So whatever you have on hand will be fine. 2 tablespoons of pancake mix. I'm going to put in just a 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, kosher, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, there we go. Now let's get this all together here. Especially want to make sure that you get those eggs and onions nicely distributed. So in the meantime, Mary, get a shot. We're going to take our oil up to temperature. You want your oil at a good frying temperature, so around 365, 375 degrees. And we're going to form these into little pancakes and fry them up. So it is the season, and we're making latkes here at Cavalcade. We'll be right back. Okay, so I just dropped a little piece of potato in there to make sure the oil was up to temperature. Using a tablespoon, we're going to put our latkes in the hot oil. Now, Nana said use Wesson oil, so that's what we're using. And to make sure that it was at least about a 1/4 inch deep. So, using a tablespoon, I'm using a cast iron skillet, but you do whatever. I've also got a paper towel lined plate here, so that when we take them out, we'll let them sit there and drain off a little bit. What do we serve these with? Well, you can serve them with the great with applesauce and the great with sour cream. So we give one flip. See, they're getting a nice golden brown. It's just what we want. Has a little bit of a crust on them. I think this particular kind of skillet helps with the browning. It's sometimes harder to brown in a non-stick. Do you need a close-up of these?
I don't want to get too close.
Too close, but...
I got them.
Okay. So we're going to keep frying up our latkes, and then we'll be back and serve them up. So we're celebrating Hanukkah, making latkes. We'll be right back. We just took the last ones off, and here they are. We got 12 beautiful latkes out of this recipe. So we're going to serve these up with some applesauce. And of course, because we're Polish, we got to have our sour cream on the side. And we are ready. So, latkes. Noah, this is, thank you so much for this recipe and the memory of your Nana, who I know you adored, but her latkes are awesome. So, thanks for being a part of this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.